Yes.
Ask, in one of your books you make reference to West African shamanism.
Yes.
And I wondered a little bit about the sameness or difference of that.
Okay. Sameness or difference with Hawaiian shamanism and West African shamanism that I also experienced. It's like the West African shamanism, much of it is closer aligned to a warrior type tradition. There are some there who are not, principally I'd say the Pygmies and the Bushmen, but it's most of it is much more of a warrior type shamanism. It's still shamanism, and warrior shamanism simply doesn't mean that they fight all the time. It means that they take a warrior approach to healing. What they do is fight illness. And so they use a number of different ways in which to do that, to drive out illness. Okay? And it's slightly different here. So in terms of approach, there were those kinds of differences. In terms of fundamental ideas about life, though, it was the same. Yeah, there wasn't any difference there. Cultural differences as to what kind of rituals and what you would use in those rituals, a great deal of difference, of course. But not with the fundamental ideas. The idea that everything is alive, aware, and responsive. The idea that you can, if you get to know those other spirits, with everything being a spirit, you can have an influence. Okay? And you can use that influence for good. That's the difference between the shaman and the sorcerer. Okay? Got some of the most powerful sorcerers in the world in West Africa too. But the shamans are always using this knowledge for healing. Because the way words are thrown around today, you'll find references to shamans who are acting like sorcerers, but it's because people are just kind of mixing up the words. If we're taking the one tradition as it was originally defined, in the warrior ones, yeah, sometimes they do fight against other sorcerers, but essentially shamanism is a healing path, and it was the same way in West Africa.